I just found an absolute gem for everyone and a shock. Allstate is actually a company. They do insurances, they do real estate brokerage, they sell and they do a lot of things. And everyone has heard about Allstate. Now, all.estate is the domain name that just got expired. This is actually a great catch. Not much people would realize, but look at the price tag. It is available to register at a price of $9,400. Now, with the same renewal price, but this is the catch. I am right now using GoDaddy Australia. Okay, now let me switch and show you something good. First of all, let me show you another platform. This is Alright, this is Dynadot. I'm checking the same domain name over here. Look at the price tag now. 72.60 dollars. This is all I gotta pay for this domain name. And the renewal is also $72. Now let me show you GoDaddy with some other state of some other state. Now, okay, I'm back in Australia. Okay, let me just go and check. I have too many tabs, so bear with me. Now, this is GoDaddy India. I can register it for $109. So this is the reason I always tell people that you gotta check different platforms. Now, with the country changing, the price of this domain name is changing. There are a lot of things that you should learn when you're trying to register a domain name. See, over here it says premium. They already put a tag of premium in this, because obviously this is short, and with a .estate domain extension, these types of companies do acquire. If you type in on Google and see Allstate, you will see varieties of domain extensions being used by Allstate now, and a lot of companies. There is all STAT and ESTAT as well. So there are so many things. These types of companies are using .co.in, .com, .org, and a lot of domain extensions. So just to show their presence, these types of companies acquire lots of domain extensions, and they are missing this out. So I tried to find its history, but I couldn't find anything in the year 2025, but I could find something from the year 2024. So Allstate, this is the only page that I can find. This is obviously related to selling, renting, and all those kind of things. So now, coming back to this, should you buy this or not? I'm not going to tell you to buy anything that can actually cause you a little trouble. This is for the educational purpose that yes, first of all, you should be checking all different registrars and obviously the trusted ones. You can check the Trustpilot rate and then choose wisely. Prioritize one or two domain registrars. For me, GoDaddy and Dynadot works pretty good. Secondly, obviously you can't change the country. Certain countries, when you try to register, legal documentation that you belong to that specific country, so you got to check that too. This is because I wanted to show you guys that the domain extensions, when registered in different countries, would show different prices. Secondly, this domain is actually pretty good. All.estate, this makes a lot of sense to me. And when checked on Dynadot, this is what the price is, $72. I absolutely like this domain name. So tell me what you think about this. If you have any questions, you can obviously ask. And always remember, whenever you're trying to register a domain name for yourself, you should actually check different types of platforms. Okay, so certain domain sellers or domain flippers, domain brokers, what they do is they list their domain names on a sale, let's say on GoDaddy and then Dynadot. So some of the domain names are listed at a marketplace, and they would have different values on different platforms. Why? Because certain platforms have higher brokerage, but certain platforms have very low. So according to that, they set prices. Now this is not available this wasn't listed for a sale. This is actually a just registration cost. But let's say, if you can just check over here, let's just consider if this domain name was for a sale of $12.92. I'm gonna check other popular domain platforms which actually sell domain names. So I'm gonna check the price. So these types of domain names, you might find it cheaper on some other platform that would offer lesser brokerage. So domain sellers and domain investors like me, what we also do is, what I personally do is, if this registrar GoDaddy is asking me a commission of 30%, I'm obviously going to increase the price from $1,200 to $1,500, because why would I pay so much brokerage, and why would I let it go out of my pocket? So similarly, if I am listing the domain name on other registrar, that is Dynadot, what I'm going to do is, if that particular registrar charges me lesser brokerage, so I'm gonna put a reasonable price to it. So this is how it works. But talking about from the consumer point of view, if you are buying any domain names, you must check different registras. This is how you can actually save your money, because obviously money is good,